Welcome back, Sports Tonight on Channels Television. We're taking a look at what's going down in our world of sports. Of important discussion to us right now is the 2019 CAF Awards, where I told you Sadio Mane was named the African Footballer of the Year. Asisat Oshoala of Nigeria won the Women's Footballer of the Year. The see right there, Sadio Mane. And oh yeah, this guy, there's just something about Sadio Mane. And he was so full of praise for, he says his village, the people in his village, that they've been supporting him, and he knows that they will be proud of him. Sadio Mane, is he the undisputed champ for you?
Yeah, undoubtedly. I mean, you made mention about his humility, his humanitarian gesture, and his unassuming nature. I was talking to somebody before we came on air. The last international break, there was some pictures where he was trying to help the backroom staff of the Senegalese national team to carry water and the rest. But the other superstars went to the training ground. So this is a guy that has touched the lives of so many Senegalese. Yeah. Apart from that, on the pitch, this season alone, he has scored 11 goals. He has made 6 assists, for his club, Liverpool. And, I mean, they are cruising. They are on a cruise control in the English Premier League. And when you look at the way he plays, he's either scoring or creating goals. And he does them effortlessly. He's immensely talented. With both legs, aerially is good and is strong. So it's very hard to get a player that is blessed with, endowed with this talent. So for me, he was the undisputed choice.
And we're waiting for Mo Salah and Riyad Mahrez to explain why they didn't come for the awards. Because at the time they were winning, Sadio Mane is always showing up for it. Sit down there, give them their respect. So being the gentleman that they claim they are, they should explain, because that's the highest level of sportsmanship that you can show to your colleague.
I totally agree with you. And he says a lot about the character of Sadio Mane.
Yeah.
I mean, if you are not winning, you're always there
to say well done, congratulations to the other guys.
And to also give some respect to the award organizers. So, I mean, maybe going forward, CAF should look at a way of ensuring that all the players respect the continent. I mean, it's kind of disrespect.
Because if Mo Salah was getting the award, he would have been present.
There. That's true. That's true. And it doesn't speak well of these two players.
Yes.
Consider the fact that just like you said, Sadio Mane
has always been showing up when he was nominated alongside with them. So that was one thing we thought we should point out. So more points for Sadio Mane for that gesture and for winning again. Congratulations. Let's take a look at the best 11. And then Onye will talk about it. And you guys will also talk about it, because you guys want to burn the social media space, Nigerian football fans. They can't understand what is going on with the CAF Awards. Let's see the best 11. The goalkeeper is Andre Onana. I think no
debate.
No debate with that one. So Nigerian football fans say, okay, go, no problem. Defenders, Ashraf Hakimi, who won the Youth Player of the Year. We have Sergio Rere, Joel Matip, Khalidou Koulibaly.
Yeah, there are a lot of question mark on Joel Matip, not because of his ability, but because of his disposition towards the national team of Cameroon, the Indomitable Lions. Here is a player that refused to play for Cameroon, at the continental level. So what message is CAF trying to pass across? We must encourage and commend, reward players that put the continent first. And here Joel Matip has not done that. So why are you including him in the CAF 11? So a lot of question mark on, not because of his ability, but his disposition. If you are not going to play for the national team of Cameroon, it is Confederation of African Football. So that should technically disqualify you from being included.
Okay, let's go to the midfielders. We have Idrissa Gueye, Riyad Mahrez, and Hakim Ziyech. Nigerian football fans cannot understand why Wilfred Ndidi is not part of this, Onye.
Yeah, Austin, I really thought Wilfred Ndidi should have been included. But if you look at the man who is playing in that wing, Idrissa Gueye, then you agree with me that he deserves to be there.
So he's a good player.
Yeah, I mean, last season before he left Everton for PSG, he was the best tackler. That's the start. He was the best tackler. Ndidi came second last season. I mean, around not this season, last season, before August. So, I mean, when you look at that stats, he's ahead of Ndidi. Then he went to Paris Saint-Germain. This club plays in the UEFA Champions League. So it gives you that edge. When you are playing in the Champions League, you are playing amongst the best in the world. That's what it means. So for Nigerians who are clamoring, yes, I understand their frustration, but we have to look at it realistically. You know, I think Wilfred Ndidi, the time has come for him to step up. Either leave Leicester, go to a bigger club. The same thing Dimitri Berbatov did when he left Tottenham Hotspur for Manchester United. He knew that his profile was getting higher, and he needed to go to a club that will match his rising profile. So for Ndidi, the only thing, I think the reason Idrissa Gueye was included ahead of him, probably because he plays for PSG and he plays in the UEFA Champions League. Not also discarding what Idrissa Gueye has done. I mean, if you have watched his game in the Champions League,
I think he's decent.
This guy is a good player.
No,
He's outstanding.
He is, but I'll read messages.
Yeah.
Messages are saying when you put side by side with Wilfred Ndidi, that what is it that he does special that Ndidi cannot do? Take away that he plays for PSG.
Look at the players that have won the Ballon d'Or. Which clubs are they playing for? So it matters. It matters. That's the consideration for me. So Ndidi is a good player. I felt too that he should have been included. But when you look at give Idrissa Gueye his credit, he deserves to be there.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Okay, let's complete it. Taking a look at the forwards now. Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane, the current African Footballer of the Year, and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang of Arsenal and Gabon.
So people are saying
Odion Ighalo should be there.
But I mean, come on, let's be realistic. These are the best three strikers from the African continent at the moment. I mean, Aubameyang is scoring goals like he's getting out of fashion for Arsenal. Even though Arsenal are not doing well, but he's scoring. Like we said, Sadio Mane has already scored some goals, 11 goals so far for Liverpool. Then Mohamed Salah. I mean, this is some of the best strikers from the African country. So Ighalo, yes, he was the highest goal scorer during the qualifiers for the Nations Cup. He did well too. He was the highest goal scorer in the Nations Cup proper. But where is he playing? He plays in China.
I know. So it's about where they play now. It's not
matters.
about current form.
It matters.
It counts.
It matters. Who are you playing against? You are playing in the English Premier League, the best Premier League in the world. You are competing amongst the best teams, the best players in the world. So it matters. What it means is that the opposition is world class. That's what it means. So for me, I think these strikers are the best. Odion has done his own bit. He's a good striker, did well for us. But when you look at it overall, club career, national team, this striker should be included in the CAF best 11.
I know. I agree. Let's go to France, put more perspective to the 2019 CAF Awards. Lofty Wada joins us right from Clermont. Lofty, good to have you on Sports Tonight. Welcome.
Thank you very much for the invitation. It's always a pleasure.
All right, good to have you on the show, and Happy New Year to you. We're talking about the 2019 CAF Awards, loads of talking points. What's it for you, Lofty, after that award ceremony was done last night?
I think personally that I think I said it. It was whoever was winning it, either Salah, Mane, or Mahrez. I think we had whoever won it. I think we had a worthy winner because in every sense, either for instance for Riyad Mahrez who won 5 trophies, I think, and he was an integral part, especially of Algeria's run, or Mane or Salah, who were very crucial for Liverpool. I think we had, in every case, we were going to have worthy winners, and I think that's the biggest victory of this ceremony. I think the fact that we have 3 world-class players, and I think it's the first time since the Drogba-Eto'o battle that we have such world-class players who are fighting for CAF, Ballon d'Or, and for the greatest award in world football, which is Ballon d'Or in itself.
Let's talk about some of those awards that were debated. Women's Team of the Year. Do you agree? Is it Cameroon?
I think personally that I don't follow much women's football, but I saw that it created an outrage, especially for for the Women Player of the Year, I think that many specialists say that Aja Rashid of Cameroon should have won it instead of Oshoaola, and for that I basically agree. But for the national team, I think it has been. I think Cameroon have been. Were there because if I'm not wrong, they did the best African performance at World Cup, and I think it's even the case for men. You know that when you're on the biggest spotlight, either for instance the UEFA Champions League, I think it eclipses everything else, even the continental competitions, as we could have seen previously in the past with some winners who were exceptional at club level but did very few at national level, and it enabled them to win the trophy, whatever.
Let's take a look at the CAF Best 11. I just ran through it, and I just want to ask you, no Nigerian player was listed on that Best 11. If you to put any Nigerian player in that list, who is that player?
Personally, I would have put Ndidi instead of Idris Agay. Personally, I think Ndidi was one of the best African midfielders in 2019 actually, and I think Idris Agay also, when we were talking just seconds ago about spotlights, I think he won the spotlights, although he was a very he was although thanks to his transfer to Paris Saint-Germain, which helped him to gain the spotlights he deserved actually since a few years. But I think it's more a matter of that, and the fact that those top 11, best 11 are mainly done on fame than anything else. For instance, they put Serge Auriol, although a man like Youssef Attal of Algeria, the flying Algerian left back of Algeria national team, and OGC Nice should have been there instead of him, for instance. And you will remark also that there are no African-based players too.
No. So in looking at these awards for 2019, is there any way CAF needs to improve when you look at, particularly with the shortlisting of the players?
I think personally that the big list, for instance, the 30-man list, were very a bit vague and blur. But when the cut was made, I think the three, either for the African-based player of the year or the African Player of the Year, I think they were worthy participants. I think the six of them, and for the rest, you had contestable choices, as many remarked. For instance, the very honorary award, which is the African Club President of the Year, which was given to Moise Katumbi, because basically he's the man who has the best links with CAF. Actually, he's always winning an award, God knows how. So yes, there were debatable choice, but overall, it was the winners either in every either, I would say, in most of the categories were worthy winners.
I must say thank you so much, Lofty Wada, for your time. We'll continue to engage you whenever we can. Thank you so much.
The pleasure is mine, and happy New Year to all you viewers and to all the sister country of Nigeria.
Thank you so much. That's Lofty Wada speaking to us from Clermont in France. Avid follower of African football. And I love the balance. You're a Nigerian, and you said, look, Idris Agay has what it takes to be in that one. And he says, look, they would have put Ndidi instead of Idrissa.
Yeah, but he also said that his transfer to Paris Saint-Germain gave him the edge. And he's playing in the Champions League. Sometimes we need to look at these awards in a different perspective. So people actually vote, and they vote sometimes with sentiments. Sometimes they look at the clubs. So it matters. It matters a lot. For me, I think it's instructive for the people close to Ndidi to tell him to move ahead. He has to leave Leicester and move. He's a big player from all indication. He can play. You know, I said it here that Ndidi can play for Manchester
When
United.
he joined Leicester, they were in the UEFA Champions League, and he has played in the UEFA Champions
That
League.
was
with
a
them.
flash in the pan. You know, after
But they have what it takes now to also still
yeah,
qualify for the Champions League.
I mean, they have done so well for themselves in the English Premier League. We hope that they will also continue in that stead, be able to sustain the momentum and get pick an UEFA Champions League slot. But you still need to get to a club. Leicester, yes, they are doing well, but they don't rank among the best. They are not among the best, even in England. When you look at it historically. they are
Right
not
now,
among
if you're
the
an
best.
agent and you have a good player and he wants to go to either Leicester or Arsenal, where will you tell him to go? Right now.
Why are you talking about?
Right now, it's about current form. It's about
Why are you
looking
talking-
at the table.
Why are you talking about? Why did they include him? It's because he's playing for Leicester. That's the reason.
Okay, these Nigerian football fans say, okay, us still we agree for Ndidi. Tell Onye to explain how Samuel Chukwueze and Victor Osimhen didn't win Youth Player of the Year.
I didn't vote. I mean,
I know.
I didn't vote.
That's what they say.
No,
like,
I know. I understand.
Yeah.
You know, these fans are passionate. We are all passionate about the national team, about our players. Chukwueze did well at the Nations Cup. You know,
right.
we didn't even, nobody gave him that chance, but he played at that
revelation,
and
yeah.
he held his own. The same thing with Victor Osimhen. But you see, we need to encourage these players. They will have their time. I think if they continue to perform the way they are doing, they will have their time. Look at the performance of all the players in this.
they're actually outstanding.
Yeah, they're outstanding.
Actually
Apart
outstanding.
from Joel Matip,
Yeah.
you know, I
And it was a good point.
Yes, I
Yeah,
certainly disagree with
point.
Carf on that.
Yeah,
If you're
good
not going
point.
to play for your national team, you
The-
shouldn't be included. in the
African
CAF.
football
Yeah,
shouldn't
yeah.
honor you. I get you. Yes, but that's it out there. I mean, these opinions will always differ. Kidzo Bonaventure says Chukwueze should have made the list. Talking about the CAF best 11, but no, Chukwueze didn't make it. And the debate is even why is Wilfred Ndidi not on that list. Only made a vital point. Play for some of the top teams. For instance, Ashraf Hakimi has been doing so well in the UEFA Champions League with Borussia Dortmund.
That's true.
What do you want to tell him? He has scored about 5 goals. That's 6 assists. What do you want to tell that sort of player? So that's the word out there. Our players need to do more. Let's bring the discussion back home now. Put a pause on the CAF awards, but you can also keep that conversation going on social media, Twitter channels, _sports, Facebook channels, Sports. Take a look at matchday 13 of the Nigeria Professional Football League. Rangers International, they needed to win. They were like, if we don't win, there's going to be problem. By the way, the club management placed 40% pay cut on the forwards, so they needed to score goals today against FC Fine Uba, and they did just that. Enugu Rangers won by 3-1. Warriors defeated Heartland 1-0. Abia Warriors and Kano Pillars shared the spoils right there in Umuahia. It ended goalless. Katsina United defeated league leaders Plateau United by a single goal. Guess who is still winning? Aqua United recorded their 6th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, fifth straight win of the season with a 1-0 win right there in Uyo over Wiki Tori. Sunshine Stars defeated Jigawa Golden Stars 2-0. Adamawa United lost at the Sani Abacha Stadium to Lobby Stars by a single goal. MFM defeated Dakar International 1-0, while Rivers United defeated Nasarawa United by a single goal. The game between Eimba and Kwara United was postponed. Oh, in matchday 13 already. I'm saying, when did this league come? What got you talking today?
Yeah, I mean, Lobby Stars going to
Adamawa.
the Patani Stadium,
Patani Stadium
yeah,
will be-
and getting the 3 points. Not surprising because Adamawa United have been donating points at home. They recently sacked their coach, but the coach made some, significant revelation. He told the management that they don't have the quality, and they need to spend, reinforce, and get quality players if they want to continue their stay in the NPFL. Then again, like you said, Rangers, they've not been doing well, though they have some games at hand, rooted at the bottom. But this victory is like a morale booster for the players, for the team. They sacked their coach also, Betology, and brought in Salisu Yusuf. Not been easy for the former Chanego's coach. But this 3-1 against FC Fine is going to virtually help the team, restore their confidence going ahead. And even on the continent, I hope so, that it will also help them get some points when they return to the CAF Confederations Cup. Abia Warriors, Kano Pillars, and Umuahia also, Pillars picked a draw. They needed it.
Yeah.
I think the management and the coach have been at loggerheads of recent, and the coach has said that he needs time to return the team to winning ways. So maybe this point in Umuahia.
Yeah, they've been doing so well since the return of Rabiu Ali.
Yeah.
I'll get you talking again. Let's go on this quick break. Sports Tonight on Channels Television. When we come back, what's been the secret for Aqua United winning and winning in the Nigeria professional football? Going here will tell us. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us.